Captain's log. Stardate 1... The Constar is on a diplomatic mission at Boreth to address concerns about a Dominion-led Fakiri uprising against the Klingons. However, since it is nearly the 25th century, and I am far beyond dealing with delusional religious conflicts at this point, I've taken a personal detour to Boreth's companion moon.
I'm not happy.
Come on, rise and shine. It's a shiny, happy day on whatever the name of this moon is.
How about disgruntled? Or sleep deprived? Or Sanders Delulu land?
Ah, I like that last one. You should add it to your report.
I'll also add how much easier it would have been just to wake the transporter crew.
It would also be easier for Grissom to come after me if they report me. I'm a sucker for doctor-patient confidentiality.
That's what you think. What are you doing down there anyway?
Boreth has time crystals, so it's only natural that this Delulu land has an equivalent. Old Klingon legends speak of memory crystals. Might do me better than all the Paradaxin.
I never thought I'd see the day where Chris Sanders favors crystals over actual medicine. What is this, the early 21st century?
Desperate times.
Dumb times.
There'll be a weight off your shoulders. Or leg.
Uh-huh, sure. Why isn't this moon as sacred to the Klingons?
Faith is more lucrative than knowledge, especially when it comes to unparalleled Klingon narcissists.
Any luck, Dr. Jones?
Okay, got it. Beam me off this rock.
Hold on, moron. We got a strong ion storm affecting the moon.
Well, all the more reason to, you know, get me off this rock.
Transporting is dangerous in this environment. At least you don't have anything down there that could disrupt the ions.
Guess that scientifically confirms I'm not a chick magnet.
Yeah, well, this chick is resisting the urge to leave you down there. Okay, energizing.
The crystal. Tessler!
What the? Where is this? Looks kind of like Earth's space dock, but I haven't seen ceilings this high. There's a tailor? No wonder everyone's wearing a different uniform. Even more so than usual. What's the exchange? Do they use GPL or what? This definitely isn't home. God, I hate these transporter accidents. There's got to be a way to get back, someone to talk to. Who's in charge of this monstrosity?
Well, for starters, I'm Admiral Jor-El Quinn, and you're...
Captain Chris Sanders of the USS Constar.
A ghost.
Geez, that's pretty harsh. I mean, I know my crew jokes about how much I haunt them, but an admiral from another universe too?
Do you go by any other names? Any other identities or past lives?
No, look, I know you're Trill, but I don't roll like that.
So the name Sean Reimer doesn't ring a bell to you?
Not at all. I was caught in an ion storm during transport and my therapist clearly dropped the ball.
Intriguing. The both of you are identical. right down to the glasses. I thought if the Bluenose had survived, he would have too.
Serves him right for captaining a stupid ship with a stupid name like that.
That stupid ship is named after the greatest racing schooner that the world had ever seen.
And, more importantly, that stupid ship was the key to stopping the Undine. Reimer knew the Bluenose better than anyone.
Oh, big whoop. Use literally any other ship. What makes this Bluenose so special? I could take down the Undine in an Oberth if you guys are that incompetent in this universe.
You simply don't get it, Captain. Approximately 6 weeks ago, the Undine deployed a planet killer through fluidic space and launched an overwhelming offensive against Andoria. The Bluenose is a product of all of our alliances, using all the tactical and scientific advancements our allies have accomplished. A feat that would have been impossible without Admiral Reimer's diplomatic and scientific brilliance.
Way to inflate a dead man's ego. What can scientific brilliance do that fundamental tactical strategy can't?
Create a short-fused Genesis seed that can drain enemy shields before scattering what's left of their hull in a massive blast of radiation.
Wait, the Bluenose can do that? Seriously?
Yeah, and a lot more. So let the Admiral finish.
The Bluenose managed to debuff the planet killer's blast enough that life is able to continue on Andoria, at a great cost to the Bluenose herself. She was left adrift for an extended period of time, oxygen failing.
Reimer replicated as many oxygen bottles as he could until he had lost too much power. He then ran around the bridge, making sure his flag officers were able to breathe.
By the time the Enterprise found them en route to evacuate Andoria, it was too late. But maybe we have a second chance.
What do you mean?
If you say an Oberth is enough for you to take down the Undine, then you should have no problem commanding the Bluenose.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't actually mean...
Commander Burgess has informed us of a second Undine assault, this time at Cardassia. The Cardassians have cooperated in an accelerated refit of the Bluenose as a result.
An alliance with the Cardassians? Damn, this Reimer guy had balls.
Yes, and considering you're a mirror image of him, we can use that to our advantage. His crew has been with him for more than 8 years. We need to get the most out of their morale.
No. I'm not gonna pretend to be Sean Reimer. Even for an ass like me, that's sick. Hasn't his crew been through enough? They watched their admiral suffocate to death, just to have an imposter take his place? I don't plan on staying here for another 8 years, waiting for their cowardly head of Starfleet Command to tell them the truth.
We can say an errant fluidic rift caused the Kelvin version of Reimer to cross into our universe. It would make sense with the photophobia from all the lens flares.
Oh my god, you are delusional. There's a way simpler solution to all this. You said the Enterprise was out there?
Her captain, Vikel Sean, is Andorian, so it's better suited that the Enterprise helps with Andoria's recovery.
Useless Andorians. Don't you have a ship? Really doubt that's the only chair you sit in.
The Shingoose is currently finalizing her computer updates ahead of her launch. I can't risk the hardware if the software isn't ready.
The stupid names continue. The Constar?
The what?
Seriously? Eric Menard? There's gotta be some quad lithium in this universe.
Is that a new thing over at the Academy?
Beats me.
Whatever. Point is, we need you, Sanders. In return, we can get you home.
You seem so proud of your alliance, Admiral. You seem like you've persuaded, maybe brainwashed, so many into joining it. So tell me, Superman, what makes you think I will too?
Because you seem to be all about the puzzle, Mr. Sanders. Being crazy enough to actually solve it and change things. All while in a federation that, from what I see in front of me, seems more and more distant from you. As crazy as Admiral Sean Reimer was for stringing together a Frankenstein ship made of parts from adversaries far and vast, I'd say he was even crazier for spending more time sitting down and talking to them. He once said that every battle he and the Bluenose faced ended that way. Why not skip the bloodshed? He was an ambassador for everything our Starfleet, our Federation, our Alliance believes in. Carry on his legacy, Captain, and fulfill your own.
If I'm to be Reimer, They have to know I'm not there, Reimer. And they have to know I'm not staying.
They will. It is not to cheapen his death, rather, to give them hope that he's still in the stars somewhere.
I wouldn't go that far as an atheist. I think for round 2 against something literally called a planet killer, though, hope doesn't hurt. Unless they're Flames fans, of course.
Ah, yes. Hockey, right? Last time I checked, in this universe, the Flames have won 5 straight Stanley Cups. The Aginlas have been trying to expand the sport to a galactic scale. It's been getting popular back home on Trill.
You know, you're making it really hard for me not to want to stay in this universe.
Time is short, Captain. Linnea, help brief Mr. Sanders and prepare the Bluenose for departure.
Yes, sir. For starters, let's get at least your uniform looking the part. Your crew won't have time to change from their reassignments on other ships. On the way, I'll provide you some of Admiral Darkspeaker's lectures on commanding the ship. It's probably a tad different than in your universe.
You know, I've never understood your counterpart's obsession with Admiral Darkspeaker. He's a little too superhuman for my liking.
This is so weird. I definitely didn't have talking about the eugenics wars with my hot Romulan first officer on my bingo card today. Somebody pinch me. Wait, no. Romulan neck pinches are probably deadly. And kinky.
I suppose the Calvins aren't as welcoming. The distressing part is being able to understand how Nero must have felt. It wasn't unique for us.
Supernovas tend to do that. Oh, and so do affairs.
So does government. Going from one built on war to one claiming so hard to be about peace. Rage and love.
Story of my life.
I don't know how our Reimer understood. He said my mind thought of things like a light switch, flipping on and off between the two sides at equally devastating intensity. There's so many back home like that.
It's the worst kind of tightrope to walk.
He was the first one to teach me to. The rage I feel after he died. I can't fall off again. We were taught for so long we were better than the Vulcans, but I don't think commanding a ship full of people is logical for me.
Vulcans are idiots to Vaca. Emotions are what make us strong for ourselves and for others. It's just, it becomes this insane case of trying to figure out what's real and what your brain is trying to make up to get a response. I think after what you, your crew, and the ship have been through, some rage is a good thing. Where I'm from, our complacency champions the numb. Walking that tightrope, that borderline, that's how we lead change. For the world and for ourselves.
I was never able to speak with him before the attack. Some of the crew speak of an afterlife for him that I refuse to stomach.
God, I knew I should have brought Tessler along. She'd feel right at home.
He never wanted his life to be a test. With him, scowling at the Romulan concept of the halls of Erebus was accepted, encouraged. But now...
He's dead to Vaca. And I'm not him. And I'm not staying.
I know. And that's okay. I just acknowledge now how fortunate I am to find closure. Thank you, Sean.
Don't thank me yet. I still don't know how we're gonna steer the Bluenose into this mess.
We will prevail. We'll be right there with you, Admiral.
One more step onto the borderline.
Speaking of which, here she is. The USS Bluenose, Hestia class. An experimental destroyer with the ability to conjure devastating anomalies at will, powered by the multi-vectored nacelle on the saucer. These are fueled by her auxiliary systems, which resist enemy weapon drains. Her competition impulse engines have beaten the Ferengi for the Intergalactic Tradesman Trophy 3 years running. Not a bad warp speed either at 9.999. She's also just been refitted with spiral wave disruptor cannons that can target 3 enemies at once in a 90-degree cone, courtesy of the Cardassians.
I am dumbfounded by all these alliances. NCC 1921G. Wow, the Enterprise is going to be on that letter soon.
Impossible. The Enterprise F was just launched.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, the ships of the alphabet get exhausting. Still, we're only on the Constar B. What happened to the older Bluenoses anyway?
Power creep.
What is power creep?
Admiral on the bridge, everyone.
It's so good to see you back again, Admiral
Jesus, is that a freaking Jem'Hadar at the helm?
Hello.
Remember, comrades, this is not the Reimer we know, but it is for the betterment of the Bluenose and our worlds that he is here.
As long as he knows a thing or two about warfare of this kind, nay. I've made adjustments to our Proton Omni, so it can target multiple Undine along with our cannons. So long as Luhrmann keeps us nimble around the planet killer.
I've worked on an attack pattern with Minette that can increase the accuracy of our scatter volley. It's best to focus on our forward arc to give the anomalies the best chance to land.
Oh, they'll land. Gravity wells, cascading subatomic disruptions, and tons of turbulence, both ionic and cryonic. It's Kansa, by the way. Not sure if there's many Kantari in your universe.
Cool. Well, I'd much rather struggle to remember your names versus struggle to command this ship. I think with all of us, we have a good chance. Who knows? Maybe after all this, we'll gather around a campfire and sing Row, Row Your...
Admiral.
Right, sorry. I'll get Tessler to send my comedy special. All stations ready?
Auxiliary power primed.
Cannons re-engineered. Damage ×3 plus spiral.
Engines paired with firing mode activation. Impulse at the ready, sir.
USS Bluenose, Space Dock Command. You are cleared for immediate departure to Cardassia Prime. Godspeed.
Being faster than religion is hardly a compliment. Hoist anchor. Onwards.
Engineering confirms warp core is online, Admiral.
I know I'm not your admiral, folks. I know this isn't a universe I should care about. Nor do I.
So much for morale.
But this is a threat that impacts every universe. Everything that fluidic space can touch. I will stop at nothing to protect what I know. Since your universe is the backdrop, make sure it isn't your last battlefield. Helm, stretch her legs.
Aye, sir.
For Sean.
For the Bluenose.
Anything I can do, Admiral.
Yes. You guys got an old rocking chair laying around here?
No.
Give me a shout when we're getting close, gang. I'll be on the holodeck watching the Calgary Flames of this universe.
We're getting close, sir.
What the... How soon?
Maybe a minute. We would have gotten there sooner, but there's traffic from all the ships doing Tour of the Galaxy right now for energy credits.
Devaka, didn't you say the top speed was warp 9.999?
I may have lost count how many nines there were, Admiral.
Damn it. I was gonna rehearse this, but I guess I'll improv it. Broadcast the shipwide channel.
You're live, sir.
Attention, crew of the Bluenose. This is Admiral Sean Reimer. Time is short, apparently, so I'll be brief. Most people live without the curse of seeing an Undine planet killer a second time. And most people haven't been cursed by a dead man's command. Unfortunately, both have fallen on you and the Bluenose. So the plan to shed it is simple. The Undine have strengthened their planet killer with strategically placed and heavily defended fluidic rifts. We trap the forces at one rift and bombard it enough to destroy it, then move on until they're all closed. Only then will the planet killer be vulnerable enough to attack head-on. This plan is probably familiar with you, and I'll do everything possible to make the outcome different. But I need your help. This isn't just a battle for Cardassia Prime. This is a war to save ourselves. Every version of you in every universe is at risk. So let yourself be the best version that'll save the rest of you. Reimer out.
Not bad. You sure you can't stay for a motivational Monday at 10 forward?
Are you sure you can't put some pants on? Lerman, are we there yet?
Approaching Cardassia Prime, Admiral.
I'm seeing 6 fluidic rifts. Even more than last time. More protection for the planet killer.
Relax. We can't be thinking of every rift at once.
Reimer is right. The individual forces holding down each rift are unlikely to race to another that is under attack, especially with Undine ships spawning from them.
We can't win the game if we don't win the first period. So, shall we? Red alert?
Shields up, disruptors charged.
Lower decks, report ready.
Helm, 1/2 impulse, slow and steady. Attack pattern Lambda. Attack, prepare to override our subsystem safeties and engage the fleet-powered network array.
How's the accuracy looking?
Much improved, thank you.
Science, get us a gravity well right off the bat. I hear we have a Genesis device somehow?
Yes, sir. Our shields are modulated to make us immune.
I'd love to see that. Stand by, everyone.
Approaching 10-kilometer distance to the target. Cardassian platforms are already deployed.
Light them up. Cool. Well, this is gonna be fun.
Rift is weakened, but still spawning ships.
We need to get on their flank with the Phantom projector.
You heard her, lads. Let's get to it.
Taking hits from a frigate.
The Genesis seed is draining their weapons. We can hold it.
Keep the cannons pointed at the bioship. Our Omni will pick off what's left of the frigate.
Yes, sir.
The Rift's defenses have dropped.
Go! Everything we got!
We got it!
Oh, you badass sexy ship!
Next one is up the lane.
Flooring it.
Okay, same plan. I want to see how they adapt.
We have enough variety in our firepower, even with their triple helix DNA.
Where are your pants? Hey, Tack. We got torpedoes, right?
Of course. A Maelstrom Quantum.
Show me.
With pleasure.
Now that is pure pornography.
Maintaining the flank.
Cryon and turbulence is holding.
Shooting fish in a fluidic barrel. Try adapting to that, Vlakas.
Happy to hear more butchered Greek, Admiral.
Trying to get us more speed on the evasive.
Milliseconds make all the difference, Lerman. Never seen a ship this size handled this well. Might have to enlist a Jem'Hadar back home.
I approve.
Jesus! Kansa, did you electrify the anomalies?
They're infused with spores, too.
Damn. I thought I was cool for remembering Discovery.
On our tail, Admiral.
Tractor.
Hold him. I'll get a shot. He's down.
We can't have our app vulnerable like this. Any more beam arrays?
Used to. The firing arc was good, but there was too much downtime trying to get them to fire at will.
Guess it's too late to go back now. Get that rift and move on.
Great job, team.
Regroup, push forward.
So, different enough from last time?
Yes. It's going well.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Too well.
Never mind.
They weren't dying this quick. Something's off.
Chalk it up to the refit. And yours truly.
Yeah. Sure.
Closing in on the third rift, sir.
Give him hell.
Where are they?
The Undine don't have cloaks last time I checked.
The rift is abandoned, sir. And vulnerable.
Locking cannons.
Wait, it's gotta be a trap. They wouldn't just abandon something protecting their planet killer.
I agree. They have to be adapting their strategy somehow.
The end goal is the destruction of that planet killer. Any chance we can get to be able to target it and destroy it is a chance we need to capitalize on.
Admiral.
Do you trust me?
Of course.
Not as your admiral, but as who you see currently. Time, space, everything in existence is at risk. I trust this ship. And I trust all of you. So, do you trust me?
Yes.
Good. Tactical?
Targeting the rift. Firing. Target destroyed.
Wait, they all are. There's no more rifts.
What?
Undine Dreadnought on sensors, Admiral. Heading our way.
They're done being sitting ducks. Sacrifice the rest of the rift to the Dreadnought. Good offense makes good defense. Nothing we can't break through. Lerman, stretch your legs for an intercept course.
Aye. The Cardassians are stalling it, but they won't hold for much longer.
Lerman, keep us moving, especially with all the fluidic anchors everywhere. Kansa, we need to hold off all those supporting ships around the Dreadnought. Any anomaly damage on it will fry them too.
Ready, Admiral.
Let it rip.
They've taken our shields offline.
Hit the DPRM.
Jeepers, you guys have too many acronyms.
Swinging around, preparing for a second strafe.
Consider me the genesis of your death, you stupid Undine.
We'll work on the one-liners later.
Ha!
Excellent shot.
Same with you and the torpedoes.
I admire the swiftness. I hope we didn't waste it all before the main event.
The remaining forces have retreated back to the planet killer.
Well, best to strike while the iron is hot. Let's finish this. Take us out? Engage? Alonzi? Do you guys know that one?
That blast. I don't know how it could have been thrown that far.
If victory is life, how can I still exist after a loss like that?
I went to target it, but there were no screens, no light.
No air.
With me.
Sean.
Right? We get it. He died. You joined Starfleet and you don't expect to see that?
We don't expect to see an imposter either. It's hard to live in the present when you're reliving the past. With ghosts for good measure.
I'm not Sean Reimer.
Yes, we know you're not our Sean Reimer.
No, I mean, I'm not him. I'm not from the Calvin timeline either. God, that would be a living hell there.
Then who?
Who I am doesn't matter. The point is that Sean Reimer is dead. There's no bringing him back. Not really. Despite all the transporter accidents. And I know how that makes you all feel. Guilt that you could have done something more? A lack of closure for something you wish you could have said? Probably a million other things. You know what to do with all that? Take that pit in your stomach and light it on fire. Fuel it. Enough fuel to power the sun. It's not your fault. You didn't lose Sean Reimer. Those bastards in that stupid looking hentai ship took him from you. And they're going to take everything from you unless you scream, no! This is our universe. These are our lives. They can swallow their planets, but I'd love to see them even try to swallow that blazing sun in all of us. Everything they took from you, let's fire it back at them.
This is what he would want.
This is it. The only one of me to exist. I will not die betraying who I am. Lerman, get that pedal on the floor.
For the prophets and the Bluenose.
They will not beat us again. Never again.
Still no to Mondays?
Still no to the pants?
Targetable torpedoes destroyed. Shields are holding.
I'm trying to drain its resistance. Its hull strength is something else.
Helm, keep us within 5 kilometers.
That'll increase their damage potential, sir.
It'll increase ours too. Get on it.
We've lost forward shields.
Redistribute them from the rear. Kansa, keep them trapped in the gravity well so they don't flank our aft side.
Aye, sir. Damn it! Ox power is down. Anomalies are offline.
Planet Killer structural integrity down to 50%, Admiral. We're down to 40.
If we can't get Ox back up, put our priority into weapons. Transfer all shields to the forward arc. Get those maelstroms going.
Still waiting on a full charge.
We don't have the time. As soon as they're available, fire.
We're both at 20%, but our weapons are drained.
Dump everything into weapons.
DPRM is on cooldown. We can't get our hull back up without our controls.
Lerman, clean getaway.
Trying, sir. They've knocked out our warp core and Impulse is lacking power.
Not again.
I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable...
Bluenose, this is Quinn. The Shingoose is here for assistance.
I'll take it you're willing to risk the hardware now, Iceman?
Transferring our auxiliary power. We'll target their weak points with our phasers while you get your anomalies back online.
We owe you and the Shingoose a double-double once this is done, Admiral.
Make it a triple-triple. Let's end this.
A triple-triple?
You heard him, folks.
For Reimer!
What?
I keep telling you, you need to notice when you're in your own head. Pay attention to your eyebrows.
The Bluenose, Quinn.
What? What are you talking about?
The planet killer. We won, but...
It was a delusion, Captain. We've talked about this.
This was different. It wasn't our universe.
Meaning, it wasn't real.
The Undine. What if all of this is them?
Or, more likely, it was a delusion.
But...
I know captains like you tend to immediately jump to all kinds of intergalactic extremes, but we need to think of the horses before the zebras, and especially before the aliens and anomalies. You're sick, Chris. Paradoxon is a band-aid. You need to start training your mind to break out of these delusions.
Computer, look up any information pertaining to the name Sean Reimer.
No such major records under that name exist.
Damn it. Computer, provide me with resources about ships named Bluenose. It's totally not sexual assault whatsoever.
The Bluenose, a Canadian racing vessel first launched in 1921, undefeated for nearly 20 years.
Again with the tide, she slips her lines, turns her head and comes awake. Where she lay so still there at privateer's wharf, now she quickly gathers way. She will range far south from the harbor mouth and rejoice with every wave. But who will know the Bluenose in the sun? Feel her bow rise free of Mother Sea in a sunburst cloud of spray that stings the cheek, while the rigging will speak of sea miles gone away. She is always best under full press, hard over as she'll lay. Who will know the Bluenose in the sun? Fast queen of the Grand Banks fleet, portrayed on every dime. Knew hard work in her time, hard work in every line. Who will know the Bluenose in the sun? Who will know the Bluenose in the sun? Know the Bluenose in the sun. Know the Bluenose in the sun.
Tessler! There, that'll work.